But first, before I start, I want to let you know that we do not claim to cure or mitigate any diseases with our products, but I just need you to know that this is what it's about here at Sanki Global. We love to share the testimonies that have happened, you know, because so much stuff has happened in the past. It's been since what? I would say the week of December, but it just keeps on happening. So I just want to let you know that this is a company that has some fantastic, phenomenal testimonies. So without further ado, let's jump right in, guys. So here at Sanki Global, we love to call it the intelligent force, and you'll learn shortly what the intelligent force is all about. But SAN means respect and key for vital energy. And I want to welcome you this evening to our Lifestyle Connect. And you know, what would be the reasons to even join, look at, take a blink at Sanki Global? Well, we got 4 reasons, guys: job, health, money, and overhead. One of the things that you have to know is that everybody needs a job because you got to be able to make money. Your health is vitally important. You know, so many persons have gone through so many things in life, and you realize that without your health, it doesn't really matter how much wealth you really have. But then we all need money in order to survive. Sadly, money is right up there with oxygen. I don't know why, but it is. So, and then overhead, when you're dealing with a business that doesn't have walls and doesn't contain you to have to pay rent, of course, this is something that you would definitely think about looking at. But where does Sanki come from? What is it all about? Well, Sanki Global comes from something called Sanki Mayor. Sanki Mayor was birthed by our scientific director, Dr. Behe Diaz. And guys, that's the gentleman on the left. This gentleman is a doctor. He's out of Japan. He's French Japanese. And so his main goal over the past 50 years, 40 years, he's been in formulation, and 10 years, Sanki Global has been up and running. But for 40 years, they were trying to discover, you know, with all of his patients that used to come into his clinic, they were centenarians, guys, over 100 years old. So he was trying to figure out, okay, how and why? How are they able to be so healthy and vibrant? No degenerative diseases. They are good. You know, what is it? So this was his discovery. That's what he went out to do. And then you have the Alejandro Tello and the Muller brothers. Guys, these gentlemen have been in business for years. They have had network marketing companies, but at some point they were like, not doing as well as I wanted to do. And so Mr. Tello told the Muller brothers, you know what? I'm going on a journey. So he went on a journey, guys. And when he went on the journey, he actually went out to Japan and he found Dr. Behe Diaz. And in finding Dr. Behe Diaz, he literally saw the products, fell in love with the products, and was like, okay, you know what? This is where I want to be. This is what I want. And so he literally, guys, and you have to understand this, on a handshake. And for me, that means a lot. I don't know for other persons out there, but for me, it means a lot because my dad passed away when I was 14, but he always spoke about the gentleman's handshake, the importance of that gentleman's handshake. And so he would have been like 80 plus this year. And so to me, for somebody to walk away on a gentleman's handshake with $1 million business in Stowe, that to me is amazing. That tells you character of both individuals, Dr. Behe Diaz and Mr. Alejandro Tello. So then bring it all the way over here to America. We have Mr. Jose Emmanuel Evita and Dr. Helen De La Houssaye Clay that deals with Sanki Global on this side for the United States and the Caribbean. And both of them are servant leaders, guys. All I can say is they go above and beyond all the time, and you cannot outserve them. So Sanki, like I said, has been around for over 50 years, backed by nutrigenomics, Japanese biotechnology, and it's been in research and development. But we have offices in Japan, Dubai, France, Spain, Colombia, Mexico, Las Vegas. We have fulfillment centers in Jamaica, Trinidad, and the Bahamas. Yes, you heard me, and the Bahamas, which we are so proud of that we were able to open this fulfillment center during COVID. Hello. That says a lot to me when you're able to actually open a business in COVID. And so the company believed in the Bahamas market, and they went ahead and allowed us and got it started to have a fulfillment center in the Bahamas, which I think is absolutely amazing. So this is just telling you that we do Ballage for Two, which is a charitable organization, a nonprofit that we do for every Ballage that is purchased, we give to somebody in need. So there are nonprofits that we donate our product to, which once again, it shows just the character of the company and what we stand for as a company. So four of the biggest problems in America, and to me, they can put the world here because this is a problem in the Caribbean as well. Okay, where it's obesity, weight management, heart disease, diabetes, lack of energy. 2 out of 3 Americans are overweight. Well, you know, we can say about the same thing here, probably in the Bahamas. 1 in 3 children in America are overweight. Well, I know that for a fact because I know I have my son and I'm always working with him to lose weight. Every 34 seconds, someone in the US suffers from a heart attack. I know we have our statistician on the line, and I know she'll be able to tell us how often that happens here in the Bahamas. Women account for nearly half of the heart attack deaths. Are you hearing me? Women. Over a lifetime, heart attacks kills women 5 times more than breast cancer. So our heart is so important, guys. 29.1 million people in the US have diabetes. Listen, my sister, she's done her doctorate and she did her thesis on diabetes, on just controlling it, making sure that it's being monitored on a constant basis. And she is die hard to return home back to the Bahamas at some point to really train and make us to understand the importance, because these are silent killers. That heart disease, diabetes, silent killers here in the Caribbean. 1.4 million new cases of diabetes every year in the United States. 1 in 10 ages 20 and over have diabetes. Listen, that's crazy. That means literally every 10 persons you see, you're going to find 1 person that has diabetes. So that should tell you a lot. Do you understand? And so it's just talking about obesity and the metabolic syndrome. And Japan has the lowest percentage of obesity in the world. And I remember when Dr. Bahia Diaz came on a call one day with us, it was back in February, and he was telling us that sometimes in Japan, just the fact that a lot of their habits have been formed based on their economic level. And so I kind of was like taken aback, like, what do you mean based on your economic level? And so he was basically saying how, they don't eat, people will say, oh, well, they don't eat meat. Well, they don't eat meat because meat is very expensive. So they do end up eating a lot of seafood, a lot of fish, because they can go and catch this on their own. So it's amazing how, different things for different folks. But today, metabolic syndrome affects 10% of men and 14% of women, according to statistics from the WHO. So guys, all I can say is these are just different reasons that you should just take a look at Sanki, because it's about the look, the feel, and living. So internally, the digestive tract, the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the irregularity and constipation. Guys, I talk to a lot of women, especially when they are ready to lose weight. And when we start speaking, and I have to get a little personal, and then I ask them, how often do they go to the bathroom? You would be amazed at how many people don't go to the bathroom on a regular basis. And when I say regular, I do mean like 45 to maybe an hour and a half after you've eaten food. Yeah, pop your eyes, because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're meant to go to the bathroom every single time you eat. It's not supposed to stock up inside you. And this is when you have toxic syndrome and all these different things going on in the gut that then cause other issues. And so this is some of the things that cause the parasites, the fungi, the bad bacteria. And then externally, it deals with our self-esteem, depression, low confidence, carrying all these unwanted pounds, negative vibrations, failing mindset, insecurity. But guys, all I can say is Sanki is here to change that, because all of these things can cause, not for you not to have money. It's just what would you say? A landslide, like like that little ball that comes down the hill when it's coming down an avalanche. There we go. And then it just gets bigger and bigger. So these are some of the reasons we want you to stop, pause, and take a look at Sanki Global, because it's definitely something that you want to take a look at during these times, especially because without further ado, I'm going to bring on something that's going to just blow it out of the water, explaining to you how these dynamic, fantastic, phenomenal products work, okay? And so for me, I've never physically met this lady, but I know she's my kindred spirit. I know it. And why I say that is because some of the things that you just in introducing her, you will hear it. She's a mother of 2 guys. She is a teacher and author, a certified natural health practitioner. She's a certified nutrition practitioner, an ordained whole medicine and healing minister, and a certified spiritual guide. Listen, this sounds like a woman after my own heart. Okay, her passion is health maintenance and positive mindset development. And me being a mindset reset coach, I cannot wait to meet Mrs. Iris Charlton DePass. Have you made it to the call?
Yes, yes, yes. Coach Ra, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Take it away, my love.
Okay, good evening, everyone. It's a happy, happy Monday. It's a great evening, and it's a pleasure to be here to share this important moment with you and to launch my Sanki business. Those persons who are here, I would like to say a special thank you for just showing up. That it's a joy and a pleasure to see you on this call, and I'm sure you're going to leave feeling filled and refreshed and ready to become a part of the Sanki family. To Coach Ra and Nurse Donnelly, thank you so much for being here. I really love you guys. I've only met Nurse Donnelly. I have not met Coach Ra as yet, but like she said, I am so looking forward to this meeting because I know it's going to be awesome. And so my purpose today is to tell you a little bit about the Sanki products. But before we get into that, let me tell you a little bit about why I choose the Sanki products. My why Sanki, why now? This year, I was walking in Flamingo Gardens Park, a park that I don't normally walk in, but because of the lockdown, I was there and I met this lady, my upline, who told me about the Sanki products. And when she told me her story, her name is Cheryl Johnson, let me say that. When she told me her story, I was like, what? Can you tell me the name of the company? And she did. And when I came home, I went straight into the living room where my desktop is. I pulled up Sanki Global and I started doing my research. And afterwards, I told her, I said, you know what? I want to try those products. And friends, I tried those products, and just from trying them, I knew something awesome was happening in my life, and things were about to turn up for those people around me. Because for years and years, I was looking and hoping to find supplements that really work, supplements that help the body to maneuver and work better. And Sanki Global has those supplements that actually help the body to heal and get better and work better. All right. And so that is my why Sanki, why now. And one of the things that was happening to me before I started the Sanki products was that I was feeling really run down and fatigued. I was feeling like a sick 97-year-old. I'm only in my 40s, but I was feeling like a sick 97-year-old. And after 1 week of taking those products, I noticed myself just getting up, moving around and doing stuff. And I was like, wait, something is happening. I never used to do this. I couldn't just jump up and get on my way before. And that's when I realized that the supplements were actually working. So I was moving around again like a 16-year-old. I am still moving around like a 16-year-old. Woohoo! So that's how good the products are. So after I tried them, I told my family about them, and then I gave them to my mother. It used to take my mother, say 10 minutes to get from the house to the car, 10 minutes. And now you're looking at maybe 10 feet or 15 feet the most. 10 minutes to take her to get from the house to the car. After I gave her those products, she was moving around and walking so well that the caretaker called me and said, Miss Iris, what was that you gave to your mommy? And I said, I told her what? I said, I gave her the Balage and I gave her some Canoe. And she said, well, your mommy has walked distances she hasn't walked in months. And I was like, what? And so she said, whatever that was that you gave your mommy, I would like some myself. And so she's on the products now. But in terms of my mom, she had some black marks around her ankles as a result of poor circulation. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest issues health issues that people face is lack of circulation. And I saw that in my mommy's legs, and even in her movement, I knew that she was suffering from poor circulation. And within 3 days, that blackness around her ankle just vanished. The caretaker took a photo. I still have that photo on my phone. And that sold me right there and then about the products, on the products. And that was it. I was sold, my sisters were sold. And so right now we're all one big Sanki family. So Sanki has 4 fantastic supplements. We call them the Fantastic Four. They assist the body in doing what it does best, to heal itself. The body heals itself. No products heal the body. So we just want to make that clear. The body heals itself. These products were developed by Dr. Bahi Adias as a result of studies done on centenarians. Dr. Coach Ra actually spoke about those centenarians in Japan who were living over 100 years, and they're moving around and being youthful as ever. So Dr. Bahi Adias created supplements that duplicated what happens in the bodies of these centenarians. Being aware of the fact that when the body digests good food, it creates metabolites, enzymes, and antioxidants. Dr. Diaz took olive leaves, rosemary, turmeric, black beans, cacao, and green tea, and using a cold fermentation process, he created metabolites that help the body to do what it needs to do. So these supplements are made from organic fruits, vegetables, and products that are GMO free, and they're just fantastic for the body. And I think that's one of the reasons why they work so well. So what are metabolites? Metabolites are compounds that participate in chemical reactions that take place at the cellular level during metabolism. They help to provide more energy, create a strong immunological system, and thus prolong life. These metabolites help the body to reach a state of homeostasis or balance. The key factor, as Coach Ra mentioned, in the intelligent force that the Sanki system uses is homeostasis, which refers to the body's ability to self-regulate or be in a state of optimum health. Friends, that's the state that the entire Sanki system aims to get our bodies to, a state of true homeostasis. Now, metabolites do 3 things in our bodies. Firstly, metabolites give us energy for thermogenesis. Thermogenesis means a dissipation or a sharing of energy, which happens when heat is produced. Secondly, metabolites rebuild and repair tissue damage, promote growth, strengthen bones, ligaments, and tendons. And lastly, they clear out mucus and waste at the cellular level. That is what causes all the friction and causes us not to be able to move properly. Mucus and waste build up in the system, causes growth that come out on our skin. Mucus and waste build up. And so the Sanki system helps to clear out the waste and the mucus that is in the body. So, friends, here are the supplements. Remember, they help the body to reverse, recover, and restores the body to good health. Now, let me just put in something here. The body needs cleanliness, pure air, pure water, adequate relaxation and sleep, sunshine, right temperatures, regular exercise. And then you would have emotional balance, high self-esteem, a purposeful life, meaningful goals, and you would have nurturing relationships. So these are the types of environments that the body needs in order to be able to do the work that it needs to do. So the first product that we are going to look at is the Hasaki. Hasaki is what we call a meal replacement. It has over 596 metabolites. One serving, just one serving contains 5,000 milligrams of metabolites, and it is made from the cacao beans using a patented process called Bovia. Now, what does the sake do? It increases the intestinal diversity of the microbiota. In other words, the microbiota is helped to do more than it was doing due to a sluggish system. So remember, some of us, most of us, have been pouring in things into our body that we should not have been pouring in: meat, foods, etc. And so the system has become sluggish. A lot of fat and oils and so forth. Those things make the body run sluggishly. And so the Hasaki actually increases the intestinal diversity of the microbiota, so the system is not sluggish. By the way, microbiota are the smallest power cells in the mitochondria. Hasaki causes them to spread out so that they can absorb more nutrients that are coming through the intestine. When they spread out, friends, protein absorption is increased by 20%. Get that? So why is that important? What does the body need protein for? Proteins are needed to make new cells and repair cells. And protein also protects the body from viruses and bacteria. Also, the polyphenols from the cacao increases blood flow to the brain, causing the brain to work smoother and faster. So this Hasaki actually causes you to think quicker, to have good memory, and make good decisions. All right. So some additional health benefits of the Hasaki are as follows. It calms you down. Those persons who get excited easily. It reduces ADD and depression. It also stimulates testosterone production in men and helps to promote hormonal balance for women. As we age, the male cry, for the most part, is less in testosterone, and the female cry is hormones out of whack. Well, Hasaki actually helps to counter these issues. All right, so let's move on to Inner 7. This supplement is purified seawater taken from 321 meters deep in the ocean, in the Okinawa Ocean. It contains 60 minerals such as calcium, iron, zinc, copper, phosphorus, and others that the body needs, and is very high in magnesium, the second most needed macro mineral in the body. For what is magnesium needed, you might ask? Well, magnesium is needed to regulate muscle and nerve function, to regulate sugar levels, to regulate blood pressure, to make proteins, bones, DNA, to help to maintain a healthy immune system and help to produce energy. Now get this, magnesium is also needed to keep your heart beating. So don't take magnesium slightly. The body really, really needs it. So Inner 7 helps to reverse demineralization, which simply means mineral loss. If you are suffering from demineralization or mineral loss, you might have one of the following symptoms: migraine headaches, kidney stones, high blood pressure, diabetes, and bone loss. So when you take the Inner 7, it is directly absorbed into the intestine, increasing the intestinal flow, promoting circulation, preventing bone loss, and demineralization. This supplement, friends, when you take it, starts to work in just 20 minutes. All right, so let's move on to the third supplement, Renew Fire. Because of the thermogenesis stimulated from the green tea in this supplement, the body burns fats and sugars when you sleep, thus preventing them from entering the bloodstream. When they enter the bloodstreams, friends, that contributes to things like diabetes, hypothyroidism, alcoholism, kidney disease, liver disease, and stress. When sugars enter the bloodstream, it causes the decrease in the insulin production, and it results in diabetes. So Renew Fire actually prevents fats and sugars from entering the bloodstream. When you wake up after using this product, your sugar and blood pressure levels are lowered. This supplement also aids in weight loss. So the Renew helps to eliminate fatty tissue while you rest at night. Friends, can it get any more fantastic? especially with our diets and the fact that we need to really do better and eat less heavy food late in the evenings. All right, so finally we're on to our biggest products, at least my favorite, the Balage. The Balage is also known as the Sanki Storm. This product is made from rosemary and olive leaves. Each dose has over 14,000 billion nanoparticles of nano antioxidant that are needed for healing and helping the body to function properly. The patented ingredient used to make the Balage is Orozoid enzyme 5, which has a high bioaccessibility, which simply means it is quickly absorbed into the cells. The immediate effect in the body can be seen using a high-powered microscope. The antioxidants in this product powerfully destroy free radicals. One antioxidant in Balage destroys 4 free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells in your body. So just imagine the antioxidant from Balage going in and tackling substances that have been doing damage to your body. That's supposed to be a very good picture. Balage contains 300 metabolites which enhance mitochondrial function in the body. The mitochondria are, like we said before, the powerhouses of the cells. They are the source of energy production in the body. So, Balage causes insulin resistance to go down. So when you're using Balage, the body begins to use the insulin the way that it's supposed to break down starches and fats. When this starts to happen, we have a reduction in diabetes and a reduction in obesity. Balage also increases hydration at the cellular level. Why is hydration at the cellular level important? When your cells are hydrated, my friends, their membranes stay tight and organized, and they can hold and pass on an electrical charge. So hydrated cells are important to keep you energized and feeling healthy. Therefore, Balage is your energy booster. It also increases enzyme production and activity. It helps the liver detoxification capacity. It boosts brain power, reduces cell damage, and decreases the aging process. Last, but by no means least, Balage is an immune system booster. It gives the immune system the jumpstart it needs to combat germs, viruses, and diseases. So there you have it, friends, the Fantastic Four. It has been my pleasure sharing them with you all. Back to Coach Ra. Coach Ra, are you there?
Thank you so much, Miss Iris DePass. Listen, guys, if y'all didn't learn anything, I'm sure y'all did not want to, because she is amazing, absolutely amazing. So, guys, yes, we want to tell you what more we have here to offer. It's just, I can't say any more. But hold on one second, I'm having problems. Give me one second. Guys, y'all are gonna have to give me about 1.5 minutes. My internet keeps on floating and I don't know if y'all can hear me clearly. Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, you can't? Okay, okay, let me go on then.
Okay, in and out.
Yeah, my internet is telling me that it's low, but I will continue. Listen, guys, we have a micro scanner here at Sanki Global. And, you know, Mr. Pass just told you about our Balage. And this Balage is just like, all I can say is dynamic, because as you see from the before and after, I saw this happen for myself before my eyes when I was in Florida, okay? When they literally showed me how they literally were able to drink Balage. Are you hearing me? Drink Balage. Drink a cup of Balage, because they took 5 persons out of the group, because there was about 25 to 30 of us. They literally took us out of this group, and they took these 5 persons in the back of the room. We did not know what they were doing. They scanned their finger with the same contraption you see here on the screen, and then they sat them back down in the audience. And at maybe about half an hour to an hour in, They gave us some Balage. Hold on one second. I have my child that believes he's in my office. Sorry, guys. This is so exciting being in COVID. But listen, 20 minutes after them giving the cup of green solution, okay, as you can see in the after picture, the capillaries were literally starting to move. Because at first you couldn't see it. And literally, I mean, one lady, she had, what do you call it, lymphedema. And so you could not see any movement in her capillaries at all, at all. And then after drinking the Balage, there was just constant, just this flowing, and you could see them actually pulsating, because when they do the scan, they actually record it. So it's not just done and it's not recorded, it's actually recorded. And so you can see the movement of the capillaries. So the microcirculation that a Balage allows to happen in the blood cells are absolutely amazing. And so we are backed by research manuals. We have our clinical trials on our Ozod, Enzyme, our ONR, the Inner 7, and the Bovia, like Miss Iris DePass spoke about. We are also in the medical journals, guys, the JAMA, the Blue Ocean Strategy, and we have all of these accreditations that back what we say when we say it. And guys, it's Japanese technology, and usually, as you know, with Japanese technology, they're usually advanced, far ahead of the team. We usually got to catch them up. But we like to say here, don't believe us, just watch, as we have a phenomenal package called our 10D that you can see things happen in 10 days, guys. You can drop the weight. Persons have seen their skin get better because in that 10D, you get the Balage, the Crenu, the Inner 7, and the Hasaki. You get a taste of all of the 4 super products, which makes it so easy. And guess what, guys? There's actually a whole plan inside there. So you're able to take these products, know what you need to take, know what you shouldn't be eating. It gives you a diet plan. It literally step by step for 10 days. That's how we do it here at Sanki On The Go with Sanki. So like Mr. Pass said, we are here to feel better, look better, and live better. And, you know, I haven't told my story yet because sometimes I just feel like, you know, should I tell it? Does it need to be heard? But for those that don't know me, I have not been able to walk since 2015. I like to say that God swept me off of my feet, literally. It started with an itch on my back and a strip in my eye. From that point on, I one day got up and I remember it felt like, you know, when you're on the playground and kids knock you in your knee? Well, that's how it felt. It literally felt like someone had knocked me in my knee and my legs were just giving away on me. And I didn't really know what to do. I went to doctors. At first they said it was lupus. Then they said that I had transverse myelitis, which is basically the inflammation of the spinal column. And then in 2016, I was diagnosed with NMO. And I just say diagnosed. They say that's what I have. I choose to believe the word of the Lord and know that something's going to come from this, and changing what I've eaten and changing my diet, everything, and then having the Sanki products on top of it is just really been a godsend for me. Back in 2017, I fell into a coma. When I came out of this coma, guys, my right arm went completely numb by the end of the year, and my left eye, I lost sight in it. So it was like, okay, what next, God? But all I can say is that would have been November of last year, taking that first 2 cups of green solution, and 6 hours later, feeling tingling in my right fingers. I knew that either I was taking a placebo, and my mind was really trying hard to make whatever was in that cup work, or something was truly happening. 2.5 weeks in taking the products, I was able to actually come off of tramadol, and I was taking 300 milligrams of tramadol per day, which is a synthetic opioid for pain. And since then, I've been able to get on my knees. My core has gotten stronger. I've come off of 1,800 milligrams of gabapentin, which is for nerves and nerve pain and nerve discomfort. So these are just little things that have been happening to me. And like we said in the beginning, we don't claim to, you know, mitigate and cure any disease. However, when you have something that nutritional products that are getting at the cellular level, I'm sure that there's nothing else that they can do but it is help you. Does that make sense? Like, that's how I feel. Like, there's nothing else that Sanki can do but help. It can't get any worse. It only can help. And so these are the things that I'm watching happening in my body on a daily basis. I've watched as my left eye has even gotten wider and brighter. It doesn't look like I'm winking at you no more. So these are just small little things that have happened for me. I know my friend, my girlfriend that spoke earlier, Nurse Donnelly, her son of 10 years has not walked. He's now getting up and walking. His eyes are not rolling back in his head anymore. He used to have that issue. He used to drool. He could not hold his head up. All of these things have changed as she has, put him faithfully, and that's another thing, faithfully on the Sanki products. The other day when that hurricane was coming, I had left most of my products at another house and was coming down to another house to make sure it was all locked down. And I didn't have my Inner 7 for the weekend, and I used the Inner 7 for pain. And I remember sitting here, I was rocking. By Sunday, I was rocking. I'd come down here from Friday. By Sunday, I was rocking. I was like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. What's going on? And so Nurse Donnelly said, well, have you been taking anything? I said, no, everything's up by the house. She says, oh no. And guys, I made the kids go up there and get it. And within 35 to 45 minutes of me taking my Balage, Canoe, and Inner 7 mix, because I drink it all together, man, I was blown away. I was like, this has to be a placebo all over again. But this is what the products do. Mr. Pass did a phenomenal explanation of how it works. And, one thing I always say, and I was amazed when Dr. Lee Laney, who was in the company, he's a medical doctor, a gastroenterologist, and he said his part in all of this was he's amazed at that the structure can stay because it's coated to get through the gastric acid and still do what it needs to do. And so he's an inventor. Him and his wife, the Laneys, are inventors themselves. And so he was always, that was his thing. He said that is amazing to know that the product can still get through the gastric juice and do what it needs to do. But I'm here to tell you about the compensation plan, to tell you that, yes, you can, in fact, make money from this phenomenal, fantastic opportunity. And so basically, we get paid 10 ways here. It's retail power. We get fast start bonus. The fast start bonus is weekly payout, unlimited first and second level rising star, or what we call Shinseis, which is 3 customers, 2 journey pioneers. We have unlimited cycle bonuses. All of these things are paid either weekly or one time. And all I can say is, once you work it, Sanki works for you, literally, guys. But this is what I was telling you about. Our attendee, that's our picture there. But guess what? Every 3 customers, this is where our acquisition and our retail power comes from. Every 3 customers, guys, you're gonna make $100. Like literally, every 3 customers, $100. And it's unlimited. It's not limited to, oh, you got 3 customers, you can't do it again. No, you can do this over and over and over again. And every single time you do this, you are going to receive a box of Balage and a box of Canoe. We had a lady that literally makes $5,000 a month. And guess what she does? She literally only retails. She doesn't build a team and all that stuff. No, she literally only retails and looks forward to getting over 50 boxes of product per month that she can then sell or do whatever she likes with it. Sell it, for retail and or for discounted, give it away as sample products. So these are some of the things that we are able to do here at Sanki Global. Then our first and second level fast start bonus, every single time someone chooses to journey with you, you're gonna make $90. And every time somebody chooses to journey with them, you're gonna make $10. And I know you're saying, that doesn't sound like a lot. But guess what? If you did it 10 times, that's $900. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I always look at things in multiplicity, especially when it comes to network marketing. It's really not about just you in network marketing. It's about you helping and sharing and telling persons about what you have to offer if it's something that you love and you want to be a part of. And for me, Sanki Global is just that. This is something that I want to be a part of. This is something that I want to be able to share with others. And here we have our rising star. Like I was telling you earlier, it's 3 customers, 2 journey pioneers. You're looking at making your $90 every single time. You're gonna make your money every single time from a rising star, guys, literally all the time. And you then have second level Shinseis. So this is showing you basically from a 50-point package where you're gonna make $45, 90% on the first start bonus, okay, from each person that comes in. You're gonna make that $100 from the 3 customers, right? And then you're going to have your fast start bonus and your first level Shinsei, which is $40. You can make $229. It's literally, I hate to use the word simple, but it is. Because just like Mr. Pass said, when you start using the products, when you start experiencing what you experience on your level, you're then like, okay, hold on now. I gotta share this. Like it just comes naturally. It's not like you're selling anything, because a lot of times people immediately say, I don't like to sell anything. I don't want to sell anything. Okay, but here at Sanki Global, they also have a profit sharing component. So they actually, every leadership period, pay out 9% to all of the leaders that participate and rank up to anywhere from bronze all the way to crown ambassador. And so as you can see on the screen, it's showing you what the points look like, anywhere from 3,500 points all the way up to 1.9 million points at crown ambassador. But not only do we have that, we do have a car program, guys, that starts at platinum. And so they give you the keys to that vehicle, and or if you don't want that, you want the monthly payment, they do that also. And then you have travel to Paris and Japan. And I know you're like, maybe I'm not going to travel right now, but then you have an upgrade to a Tesla, and then travel again to Dubai, and then a his and her gold Rolex watch when you hit Crown Ambassador. So these are the things that they offer here at Sanki Global. So we have two packages here. So by now I know you've decided that, yes, I'm all in. Yes, I want to be a part of this. So we have a Vision 2020 pack, which shows our 10D pack, as well as our basic pack that adds to that 10D pack. So you're going to get still the shaker. You're going to get 2 Hasakis. You will get the Cornu, Balage, and Inner 7. So you'll still have a variety, but it will be a box instead of just a 10-day supply. So we have that. And as well, guys, we have a dynamic, fantastic app. And with this app, you're able to send information out to persons just from the click of your fingers, literally click of your fingers. And I'm talking videos and everything. So I know you've decided by now that either you're not interested at all, and you're like, okay, you know what? I kind of wasted, 40 minutes of my time. Or you have questions, and I'll tell you, get back to that person that brought you to this call. Or guess what? You're ready to launch your life. Which one are you? Where do you fall in the scheme of things? You know, so make your list. There are 3 types of people, guys. There's the yes, that red apple. There's those that have questions, you're the green apple. And then maybe, hopefully not you, there's that rotten and very negative persons. But guess what? I'm going to tell you guys, it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as one of our leaders say here, Dr. Franco Taylor, for offering this fantastic, phenomenal virtual grand opening for Miss Charlton DePass. And I hope that we, did it justice. And if you have any questions, if you're not with Mr. Pass, please get back to the person that brought you to this call. We are here to serve you, and we are here to serve you until, let me see if there's any questions, because I see this flashing, but I've never used this Google thing, so it's driving me nuts. I can't get to the chat. So yeah, I don't know if I'm able to get to the chat, so I'm not sure if anyone's asking a question. But anyway, let's see. Nope, can't get there. So if you wanted to unmute your line, that would be fine. But at the moment, I can't get to the chat if there were any questions in the chat. So I want to say thank you so much for getting on this call. Once again, get back to the person that brought you to this call. We are here to serve and serve until. My name is Dr. Ruth Ann Newton Lightburn out of Freeport, Grand Bahama. Coach Ra or Coach Ruth, love to serve and to serve until. Good night, my friends.